Down to hear the whispers of the devil. Now the future is here and it looks real bright, and it can be yours too if you set your path right. I know life can be hard, but you were put here to win. Just refuse to quit when you're down and get back up again. Man, I used to write my music from my tiny bedroom, and though I dreamt of being free, I felt trapped like in a tomb. And even though the times are dark and I could barely even see through all the tears, I sit and pen, weave out my destiny. But now the days are gone where I would listen to the critics who counted me out before they ran the proper analytics. I'm here to stay, like a necklace waiting to be pearled, and I'm throwing up the chorus as I'm singing with the world. Live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. Give all you have to give, 'cause the world is yours. The world is yours. You should be careful who you listen to, who watch all of the things you do. I hate to break it to you, not everyone wants the best for you. Who try to take the dream inside you, they see they're flat out jealous and envy all the things you will be. Yeah, just hold your head up, man, and keep on moving on. If I would've never struggled, then I wouldn't have this song. But don't get me wrong, no need to stack up your strife. You gotta watch the ones who you let speak straight into your life. 'Cause the artists, they will sing you all their fancy little songs with the funny little beats and all the catchy sing-alongs. But the messages they give are not the kind you should be fed. It's a recipe of lies they try to get stuck in your head. Man, I see some rappers sold the souls, I won't be selling mine. No need to find a source when you're eating from the vine. You thought that I was done, but now I'm leaving you behind. Wouldn't say I deserve it, but I'm here to get what's mine. Live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. Give all you have to give, 'cause the world is yours. The world is yours. Live good, live right, no fear tonight. The world is yours. The world is yours. And just stay true, fight on, stay you. The world is yours. The world is yours. Look up, live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. Give all you have to give, 'cause the world is yours. The world is yours.
Happy Wednesday to each one of you. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. We're talking about food again in the chat, which we always do. I think I've said hi to everyone except Jacory and Eric. You guys just popped in here. Welcome. I'm glad everyone's here live today with me. And those of you who aren't live and watch this, I know we have a lot of folks that watch the replay later because they can't make it at 1 o'clock. So hi to you as well. Today is Read Aloud Wednesday. So I've got a special book that I'm going to read to you. I've not read this book before, but it's by one of my favorite authors, Jacqueline Woodson. She's written a lot of different books, and chapter books are the ones I'm familiar with, but she's written several picture books too, and so I have a special picture book to read to you in just a couple minutes. But let's check out our house points. They've changed a little bit since yesterday. We have Eurisi with 9,154 points. Dinan with 7,582 points. Funda with 7,506 points. And Amistad with 6,822 points. All right, I know I was on a Zoom earlier today with Miss Holloman's class, and Miss Shields was on there adding up points for all the kids who were had turned in stuff and who were on that Zoom. So things will continue to change as teachers send me points. But right now, Eurisi's out in the front, and they may be our house champions this year. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how many points come in from all the other teachers later this week and next week. But Eurisi, they've kind of been in the front all year, and they just never let that go. So we'll see what happens. There's still time. We still have a couple weeks left here to see what happens as far as house point totals go. Today, I'm going to read to you The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. Any book that you can find by this author is a good one. She's an excellent author. I love reading her books. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with The Day You Begin. The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. For Saya, Nell, and Josie, to Santiago, Moon Whisperer. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says so softly and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming, the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller, when the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. We went to France, Chayla says. These shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina. Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels going on and on. And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb and your days spent at home caring for your little sister who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend, Nadja, will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister. You tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Your name's like my little sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name's Angelina too. And all at once, in the room, where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin. To find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. So, that book by Jacqueline Woodson, it was a quick book, didn't take too long to read, but maybe you felt that way. I know I felt that way before. Whenever I was your age, we didn't really go on many vacations. I remember one family vacation that my parents took me and my brother on to Florida, but that's it. That's the only vacation that we really had. We just didn't really have a lot of money to get to go to a lot of different places. Uh, and I remember as a kid when the teacher would ask at the beginning of the school year, what did you do during the summer? And, I had nothing to say because I just stayed at home and played baseball. I had fun. I did lots of stuff, but I didn't go travel to some, place overseas. I mean, I was in my late 20s before I ever got on a plane, for the first time. So just because you haven't experienced certain things, that doesn't mean the things that you have aren't important. And, this little girl in the book, she didn't get to do a lot of stuff, but she traveled all over places in her mind when she read books. And that's one thing I didn't understand when I was a kid because I didn't like to read. I didn't understand that a book could take you anywhere you wanted to go in the world. You could open up a book and read about it, and in your mind you could go there. You may not, like financially, like we weren't able to go, travel to all these places. You may be like that too, but you don't have to feel like you can't visit these places because you can in your mind. And you have the luxury of the internet and YouTube and Google, and you can go all over the place by just looking. And then someday when you get older and you have a job and you're making money, you can go visit and travel these places that you want to experience. But even if a lot of you here are in 5th grade, you're going to be going to different schools next year in middle school, and you may feel like the person in the room that's different than everyone else. And I don't mean just by the experiences. It may be like by how you look, and you don't need to allow that to affect you. You need to be strong like she was there, middle in the book, and you will find people that have similar interests as you do, and you will make friends. It may take a little bit of time, but that will happen once you go to middle school. So don't forget that. It's hard. It's hard to find really good friends. I mean, I have a handful of really good friends right now in my life. I don't have, hundreds and thousands of friends. You get on social media and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat and all these Facebook, all the Twitter, and you have all these friends. I'll put that in quotation marks, or followers and stuff. And you may have hundreds or thousands of people on there, but in reality, they're not like your really good friends. In life, if you're probably going to have just a handful of really good friends, and when you find those people that you like to be around and hang out with, you need to keep them close to you and make sure that you treat each other in a way that you would want to be treated. So anyway, that's our book for the day. I hope you've had a great day. If you have an interest in a certain book that you'd like me to read next time, you can send that to me at carvercardinals@gmail.com, and I may pick it to read next week. So I hope you've enjoyed our show. It's been a shorter show than it normally is, but tomorrow it's going to be a longer show because it's Trivia Thursday. So make sure you're back here tomorrow ready to play trivia and have a lot of fun, and invite all your friends because Trivia Thursday is always a lot of fun. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Bye-bye, everyone.
Look up, live free, dream big, and see the world is yours. The world is yours. Give all you have to give. The world is yours. The world is tried to break free, you tried to keep me bound. I tried to live right, you tried to keep me down. But now I'm going up, I'm moving high then. Anywhere that I've been before, I'm flying, man. It's kinda crazy, like my feet are lifting off the ground. I'm touching heaven with my hands, now to get the sound. But though I'm flying, my head is still level, and I won't be bound down to hear the whispers of the devil. Now the future is here, and it looks real bright, and it can be yours too if you set your path right. I know life can be hard, but you were put here to win. Just refuse to quit when you're down and get back up again. Man, I used to write my music from my tiny bedroom, and though I dreamt of being free, I felt trapped like in a tomb. And even though the times are dark and I can barely even see through all the tears, I sit and pen, weave out my destiny. But now the days are gone where I would listen to the critics who counted me out before they ran the proper analytics. I'm here to stay, just like a necklace waiting to be pearled, and I'm throwing up the chorus as I'm singing with the world. Live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. With all you have to give. 'Cause the world is yours. The world is yours. You should be careful who you listen to, who watch all of the things you do. I hate to break it to you, not everyone wants the best for you. Who try to take the dream inside you, they see they're flat out jealous and envy all the things you will be. Yeah, just hold your head up, man, and keep on moving on. If I would've never struggled, then I wouldn't have this song. But don't get me wrong, no need to stack up your strife. You gotta watch the ones who you let speak straight into your life. 'Cause the artists, they will sing you all their fancy little songs with the funny little beats and all the catchy sing-alongs. But the messages they give are not the kind you should be fed. It's a recipe of lies they try to get stuck in your head. Man, I see some rappers sold their souls, I won't be selling mine. No need to find a source when you're eating from the vine. You thought that I was done, but now I'm leaving you behind. Wouldn't say I deserve it, but I'm here to get what's mine. Live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. With all you have to give. 'Cause the world is yours. The world is yours. Live good, live right, no fear tonight. The world is yours. The world is yours. And just stay true, fight on, stay you. The world is yours. The world is yours. Look up, live free, dream big, and see that the world is yours. The world is yours. Give all